All right, welcome back. This is Mark with Realize the Self. And in today's episode, I wanted to go over a bunch of quotes, 20 of the best quotes from the Egyptian Book of the Dead. And we'll see how it relates and intertwines with self realization. So here we go. These quotes are by Muata Ashby from the Egyptian Book of the Dead. If you have developed enough spiritual sensitivity to understand that there is no abiding peace or happiness to be found in ordinary human existence, you are qualified to study the deeper mysteries of spiritual life. Human consciousness and universal consciousness are in reality one and the same. Becoming free from the clutches of ignorance is not as simple as learning about its cause. Even if you are honest and truly believe in the philosophy of yoga and mystical spirituality, all of your mental efforts to negate the ignorance will fail in the beginning. Self-knowledge is the basis of true knowledge. Know thyself. This endless search for personal fulfillment leads every ignorant human being to engage in various situations and entanglements, which in the beginning seems to hold the possibility of bringing about a happy circumstance, but which invariably leads to pain, suffering, and frustration. I mean, this goes hand in hand with man's search for happiness is the unconscious search for the self. So it goes hand in hand. All these teachings could have possibly stemmed from the Vedic teachings and the Upanishads. Number 6, soul to heaven, body to earth. The self is heaven, the body is dirt like the earth. Number 7, those who say that the Lord died first and then rose up are in error, for he rose up and then died. We are to receive the resurrection while we are alive, while we live. And that's from the Gnostic Gospel of Philip. Yeah. Number 8, the practice of spirituality involved discovering that which transcends the body, as well as learning how to become attached to that transcendent reality as the truth, rather than remaining attached to the physical body and its desires and impulses, as well as to one's emotions through the ups and downs of human existence. Even if you give up everything up and go to a distant cave away from civilization, you cannot escape from this world. Number 10, never forget the words are not the reality, only reality is reality. Picture symbols are the idea, words are confusion. Number 11, labor not after riches first, and think thou afterwards wilt enjoy them. He who neglects the present moment throws away all that he hath. As the arrow passes through the heart, will the warrior knew not that it was coming, so shall his life be taken away before he knoweth that he hath it. Number 12, in order for the teachings of mystical spirituality to come true in your life, you must make them the central force in your life. You must center your life around them and infuse them into every aspect of your life. People hold onto life no matter how miserable a situation they may be in, because they don't know any other way of thinking or acting, also because they have the illusion that there is a chance they may find happiness someday, or they may somehow come into money. Happiness, the self, is in the now. It's not in the past, it's not in the future, in the now. That is the only permanent, real, eternal happiness, and you are that. Number 14, all human situations are painful because they are distractions from the true source of bliss and abiding happiness within the heart. This is directly hand in hand with the Upanishad teachings of Ananda, or bliss, or Sat Chit Ananda, existence, consciousness, bliss, and the self residing in the heart, 1/10,000th the width or the length of a strand of hair, the size of a nanometer. Basically, we're talking atomic in size. That is a self right here at the cave of the heart, or the guha. Number 15, man is to become godlike through a life of virtue and the cultivation of the spirit through scientific knowledge, practice, and bodily discipline. Number 16, the problem of human existence is the forgetfulness of the divine essence of the self and the identification with the body as the self. This is direct in line with the concept of vidya from the Upanishads, the misidentification of the true self with the false self, or the body. or mind or emotions. Number 17, the self is not known through the study of scriptures, nor through subtlety of the intellect, nor through much learning, but by him who longs for it is it known. Number 18, salvation is the freeing of the soul from its bodily fetters, becoming a God through knowledge and wisdom, controlling the forces of the cosmos instead of being a slave to them, subduing the lower nature, and through awakening the higher self, ending the cycle of rebirth and dwelling with the netters who direct and control the great plan. It's fascinating because it talks about ending the cycle of rebirth. Number 19, no body part can be called me, yet somehow the conglomerate of thoughts, memories, physical body, and senses is understood to be me. That's the avidya, the falseness, the ignorance. Number 20, human life is a process in which a human being experiences various situations ranging from pain and suffering to happiness and pleasure between the time span of birth and death. And that's it. That's online. You could find that from the 20 of the best quotes from the Egyptian Book of the Dead. There was one quote in there, I don't know if that was from the Egyptian Book of the Dead. It looks like the Gnostic Gospel Philip. I don't know how that got in there, but let me check, just double check to make sure, because I like to make sure things are factually correct. And so we're gonna look at this. This quote's attributed to the Gnostic Gospel Philip and often associated with the writings of Muata, Ashby. Okay, that makes sense now. All right, thank you for joining me for this quick little video on Egyptian quotes and that one Gospel of Philip quote. I hope they're all Egyptian quotes. At least they're all attributed to the Muata Ashby, who is a very great Egyptian historian, and he's got a lot of good books if you ever wanted to check them out online. Thank you for being here. We'll see you on the next one.